Who was that woman you were talking to while I was in the bathroom?
What woman?
At the bar, the one you were laughing with. It looked like she couldn't keep her hands to herself either.
Oh, that was Rachel, my ex-girlfriend.
Your ex? You seemed pretty friendly. You must have broken up on pretty good terms.
I guess you could say that. We just ran into each other. Small world, right?
You could have mentioned it when I got back to the table.
I didn't think it was important. We just chatted for a minute. It's not that big a deal.
She was glaring at me when she saw me. I got the feeling that she doesn't like the fact that we're dating.
Was she? I didn't notice anything like that.
And you were having quite an animated conversation with her.
We were just catching up. Haven't seen her in years.
For not seeing her in years, you two seemed very comfortable. What did you talk about?
Well, we used to date each other. Of course, we'd be pretty comfortable. What was I supposed to do? Ignore her? That would have been rude.
There's a difference between being polite and being that friendly.
Hold on. Are you seriously upset about this?
The way you were acting with her, it was a little jarring, especially since I'm your current girlfriend. I just wish that you could make it a little more clear that you're taken.
You're being unreasonable. It was just a normal conversation. Relax a little.
I saw how you were laughing and leaning in close to her.
What's the deal? Are you jealous or something?
It's not jealousy. It's just about respecting boundaries. Would you be happy if I was chatting like that to one of my own exes?
Come on, there's nothing to worry about. You're overthinking this.
Am I? Because you seem to be really enjoying yourself.
Everyone has their own way of communicating. You're reading too much into it.
Maybe I wouldn't be if you had introduced me properly instead of acting like I wasn't there.
Look, you have your life and friends. I have mine. That's just how it is.
Your ex-girlfriend is different from regular friends. I think it's only fair to introduce us to make it clear that there's no funny business.
Are you seriously doubting me? It'd be different if I was cheating, but I'm not. This is ridiculous.
Fine, I won't say anything about your relationships.
Good, because there's nothing to worry about.
If you say so.
I do say so. Can we drop this now?
Whatever you want.
Don't be like that. You're making this into something it's not.
I just find it strange you never mentioned you still talk to her.
We don't still talk. We literally just ran into each other.
Right, just a random coincidence.
Exactly. Now can we please move past this?
Fine.
You're still upset.
No, I said fine. Let's drop it.
Good, because this whole jealousy thing is getting old. What's with the dots?
Nothing. You're right. Let's drop it.
Hi, Sarah. This is Rachel. We met briefly yesterday.
How did you get my contact information?
Jack gave it to me. I really wanted to get to know you better.
I don't know how I feel about that, especially since I don't recall being properly introduced yesterday.
Oh, that's because you came back from the bathroom so suddenly, but we can fix that now.
Why do you suddenly want to get to know me better?
Why not? We should all be friends.
Friends? You're my boyfriend's ex. I don't understand your motivation here.
Do people need motivation to be friendly? I just want to connect.
You must want something. What is it?
So suspicious. Can't we just chat and get to know each other?
I'm Jack's fiancé. I don't see why we need to be friends.
Oh, is that why you're being so cold? Because I'm Jack's ex?
I'm not being cold. I just don't understand why you're contacting me.
You seem pretty uptight. Must be hard for Jack. You're completely different from his usual type. I wonder what got him to date you.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying, Jack likes to have fun. He's not really into serious types. Especially not killjoys like you.
Are you trying to provoke me on purpose?
Me? No way! Just having a friendly chat.
This doesn't feel friendly at all.
You're reading too much into things, just like how you read too much into Jack and me talking yesterday.
I need to go. Please don't contact me again.
We'll probably see each other again anyway. Jack and I hang out quite a bit. I'm sure we'll end up bumping into each other around town or even at your place.
What did you just say?
Oh, was that supposed to be a secret? My bad.
Are you saying you and Jack have been meeting up?
We're really close friends. Don't you want to meet up with close friends?
Stop making things up.
Making things up? Here, let me show you something. Look at this photo. Cute selfie, right? Jack and I took it last week.
What are you trying to achieve?
Achieve? I'm just sharing a nice photo, like how you share yours on social media. Why do you share those photos? It's the same thing.
You know my social media account?
Of course, though you might want to make it private if you don't want people seeing it. Must be hard keeping up with social media at your age. I can help you with that.
I'm leaving this conversation.
Aw, don't be like that. We were just getting started. By the way, Jack really likes that ice cream place we went to last week. You should take him there.
Stop messaging me.
Sure, but you know where to find me if you want to know more about what Jack's been up to. Or should I say, what we've been up to. Wow, someone can't take a joke. Jack always said you were too serious.
Care to explain why Rachel is harassing me?
What are you talking about?
She messaged me today, showed me some interesting photos. Do you want to take a look? 'Cause you look like you're having a great time together.
Oh, those? Don't let her manipulate you. Those photos are old, like years old.
Really? She claims they're from last week.
She's lying. They're from when we were dating.
And why would she have my contact info, Jack?
I didn't give it to her.
She says otherwise. Or are you close enough that she can take a look in your phone without you even realizing?
Look, she must have found it somewhere else, like from one of our mutual friends.
Then can you explain why she is stalking my social media then?
That's just how Rachel is. She gets curious about people.
And you're defending her behavior?
I'm not defending it. I'm explaining it.
She says you two hang out regularly.
That's ridiculous. Don't believe everything she says.
The photos look pretty recent.
They're not. She's trying to cause trouble.
Why would she do that?
Because she's Rachel. She likes to joke around.
This doesn't feel like joking.
That's just her way of communicating.
Her way of communicating is harassment?
You're being dramatic. She's just playing around. Chill out a little.
Playing around by showing me photos of you two together?
Those photos are old. How many times do I have to say it?
Then why didn't you tell me you still had contact with her?
Because I don't. We just ran into each other yesterday.
After apparently not seeing her for years, you gave her my contact info?
She probably got it from someone else.
Stop lying, Jack.
I'm not lying. You're letting her get to you.
Why are you taking her side?
I'm not taking sides. I'm trying to explain the situation.
The situation where your ex is harassing your fiancé?
It's not harassment. She's just joking around.
Well, I don't want to communicate with her.
Fine. I'll tell her to stop contacting you.
So you can contact her?
That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Look, I'll handle it. Just stop overthinking everything.
Maybe I should reconsider this marriage.
Now you're being ridiculous. This is exactly what she wants.
What she wants or what you want?
Fine. I'll tell her to back off. Happy now?
You still haven't answered my question about the recent photos.
Stop making me repeat myself. Those photos are old.
Whatever you say.
Look, we need to focus on meeting my parents tomorrow for the marriage announcement. They're expecting us.
Fine.
Can we move past this now?
Sure, let's focus on tomorrow.
Good. My parents are really looking forward to meeting you properly.
Right, the proper meeting.
Don't be like that. Tomorrow is important.
I know, I'll be there. Why is Rachel at your parents' house? She's sitting in your living room like she owns the place.
Oh, right. I was surprised too.
Surprised? How did she even know that we were coming here today? On the day that we were supposed to tell your parents about our engagement.
She used to come here a lot when we were dating. I lived at home then. She probably just dropped by to say hi.
That doesn't explain why she's here today.
She just happened to visit. Total coincidence.
Coincidence? Really?
Yeah, crazy timing, right?
This is supposed to be our marriage announcement.
I know. Don't let it bother you.
Don't let it bother me. She's here on our special day. Why won't you tell her to leave?
Because she's just messing around. It's not a big deal. You should have seen her pranks back in college. Always full of surprises.
Is that why she wrote her name on our marriage registration form?
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't notice? Check the form.
Oh, that classic Rachel prank.
A prank.
Yeah, pretty funny, right? Her name next to mine.
I don't find it funny at all.
Come on, don't be such a buzzkill.
A buzzkill? This is our marriage registration.
The crazier the prank, the funnier it is.
I'm leaving.
Don't be like that. Let's all have fun with it.
Have fun? I came here to announce our marriage. I'm pretty sure your parents weren't expecting a joke like this either.
You're being too serious about this.
Too serious about our marriage? I'm going to make a big deal out of this because it is a big deal. This is the first step that we take together in this marriage.
Rachel knows how to lighten the mood.
Unlike me, right?
Well, you could learn a thing or two from her.
That's it. I can't forgive this.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
Don't leave! My parents are waiting!
Let Rachel entertain them.
You're overreacting!
Am I? Your ex is here and wrote on our marriage form.
It's just a joke!
Everything's a joke to you, isn't it?
My parents won't understand if you leave now.
Maybe they should ask why Rachel is here.
Please come back. We can sort this out.
I don't think so.
Sarah, answer me. Come on, I'll get a new form. We can redo it.
No need. I already submitted the one from earlier.
You what?
The one with Rachel's signature. I submitted it.
Are you insane? Why would you do that?
You both seemed fine with it. Thought I'd make the joke funnier.
This isn't funny anymore.
No, I thought pranks were better when they're over the top.
You've done something terrible.
Maybe you should introduce Rachel to your parents as your fiancé now.
This isn't a joke anymore.
But you said jokes are funnier when they're crazy, right?
We need to fix this right now.
Fix what? Your prank worked perfectly.
Sarah, just tell me where you are. My parents are furious.
Are they? How unfortunate.
You need to come back. My father is livid about all this and told me to get you to come back.
Maybe he should ask why Rachel was there.
Rachel's leaving. Come back so we can do this properly.
No.
My mother is crying.
Should have thought about that before inviting your ex.
I didn't invite her.
She just happened to show up on our marriage registration day.
You're still mad? It was just a stupid prank.
The marriage registration?
Yes, we need to get a new form right now.
But I already submitted the one with Rachel's signature.
This isn't a game, Sarah.
No? Wasn't it you who said pranks are fun?
I can't believe you even did something like that! Why would you go that far?
You both seemed to think it was hilarious when you signed it.
Come on, my parents are waiting! They've prepared everything!
They prepared for your marriage announcement with Rachel too?
Stop playing around, this is serious!
Now it's serious? I thought it was just a prank.
My father is threatening to call his lawyer!
For what? The marriage registration your ex signed?
This isn't funny anymore!
But pranks are funnier when they're over the top, right?
You're destroying everything we built!
We or you and Rachel?
We need to fix this now!
There's nothing to fix. The registration is submitted. You're both married.
Don't you care about our future?
Which future? The one where you meet your ex secretly?
This is insane! You've ruined everything!
I ruined it? Not your secret meetings with Rachel.
Those meetings meant nothing!
So you admit there were meetings.
That's not what I meant!
For once, you're telling the truth.
We can still salvage this!
Like how you salvaged your relationship with Rachel?
Please, just come back!
No, I think Rachel can handle it from here.
Rachel, we need to talk.
About our marriage?
Stop with the hearts, this is serious.
Why so cold? You weren't cold at the amusement park last month.
This isn't funny anymore!
Why not? You were laughing when I signed the form.
That was before Sarah submitted it!
She did, didn't she? That means she's okay with us getting married. That's perfect. Now we can be together without having to go behind her back.
I can't marry you!
Of course you can. We're already legally married.
Stop saying that! This isn't a game!
Remember how you said I was more fun than her?
I never said that!
At the coffee shop last week, you definitely did.
No, we're not! I'm going to fix this!
Why fix something that's meant to be?
Rachel, stop! This has gone too far!
Why fix it? This is perfect.
Perfect? This is a disaster!
Your parents already know me. They liked me before.
That was years ago. Things are different now.
Just forget about that boring woman. We're meant to be together.
Rachel, no, we can't do that. My parents and relatives all think I'm marrying Sarah. If I suddenly switch partners, my parents are already furious.
They'll calm down. Remember how mad they got about the beach trip?
Rachel, seriously, no. This would really damage my reputation. This is different. They're threatening to cut me off.
They'll get over it. You prefer me anyway, right?
This would destroy my reputation.
Since when do you care about reputation? You didn't care when we were sneaking around.
I care. I don't want rumors ruining my career. I could lose my position if this all gets out.
We've been seeing each other for months. That means something.
No, we don't. This was just casual.
Casual? All those secret meetings weren't casual. Just stop it, Jack. I won't agree to cancel it. We're supposed to be together.
What?
We're getting married. That's final.
No way! You saw how angry they were earlier? They weren't happy about you suddenly showing up at the house. That's why I was trying to get Sarah to come back.
I won't agree to cancel it. We're getting married.
What?
That's what I'm going to tell her, and your parents too. Besides, once a marriage registration is accepted, it's not easy to cancel. You might as well just accept it and marry me.
What are you saying, Rachel?
When I signed the marriage registration, you were laughing too. That's because you wanted to marry me, right?
No, that's not...
Well then, let's have a wedding celebration right here. Looks like Sarah's coming back too.
Wait a minute! Hey, what's going on? Why are you so excited about this?
Well, it's an engagement celebration, so we should make it grand. Though your parents don't look too happy.
You're really okay with me marrying Rachel?
Of course, that's why we're celebrating, right?
I'm a high-earning trader with great career prospects. You're really willing to let go of all that?
I can earn my own money, so it's not a problem. I was never interested in marrying for money anyway.
Fine then. I'll marry Rachel. She's way better than you anyway.
Oh, good for you. She must be thrilled, especially with all that massive debt she has.
What? What are you talking about?
Before I went to submit the form at the office, I overheard her on the phone. Probably talking to a debt collector, discussing payments in the tens of thousands of dollars. Monthly payments that big? She must have some serious debt.
What? But she never mentioned anything like that to me!
Must be such a relief for her to marry a high-earning corporate elite. She could probably pay off all her debt with your income, maybe even have some left over.
So that's what this is about. You knew this when you submitted that marriage registration?
Well, I thought it would be more fun that way. You're the ones who started with the signature prank, so I just went along with it.
Damn it, is this your idea of revenge?
Revenge? What do you mean? I'm just following your example of keeping things fun, like you taught me.
Whatever. I'll talk to my parents and get them to help me get rid of Rachel. Even if it goes to court with my family's money?
Oh, by the way, I should mention, I sent those photos of you and Rachel together to your parent.
What?
I wanted to show your parents how close you two are. How you've been having secret meetings even though you had a fiancé.
Wait! I told you those photos were from when we were dating! I haven't met her since I started dating you!
That roller coaster in the background of your photo at the amusement park? That was just built at the beginning of this year. Beginning of this year. That's after you were dating me, even after you proposed to me. Meeting your ex at an amusement park behind your fiancé's back. You two must be really close. What a perfect couple.
Wait, hold on, that's not what happened!
I wonder what your parents think about that photo. I heard they're really serious people. Will they understand this kind of joke?
Shit! This is bad! Listen, Rachel, I can't marry you after all. Let's end this.
No way! I've decided I'm marrying you!
You're just after my money because of your debt!
What? What debt? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I can't be with you. Plus, my parents don't like you anyway.
What's that supposed to mean? You make marriage decisions based on what your family thinks? Besides, you've been cheating on her with me all this time, and now you're going to dump me because it's convenient? I won't accept that.
Hey, we agreed this was just a casual thing between us.
Casual or not, your parents know about our affair now, right? Sarah told them, maybe it's best if we just get married then.
I know you're just after my money. That was your plan all along.
What are you talking about? I don't care about money. I just love you.
Don't lie to me. I won't fall for your tricks. You deliberately arranged all those accidental meetings and came to my parents' house to drive Sarah away.
Yes, I tried to separate you two, but that's because I love you. It wasn't about money.
Shut up. I see right through you. I'm never seeing you again. Got it?
Wait, this debt thing. You must have heard it from Sarah. It's completely made up.
I trust Sarah way more than you.
Why did she block me on WhatsApp?
I'm blocking you too. This is the end of our relationship.
No, wait, please. I really do love you.
Ha! The queen of pranks with an Oscar-worthy performance, but I'm not falling for it. Sarah, please, my parents are threatening to kick me out.
That's between you and them.
They're saying I've disgraced the family.
By inviting your ex to our marriage registration?
I've cut all ties with Rachel. Isn't that enough?
Now you cut ties after months of lying?
You don't understand my position.
Your position of meeting her behind my back?
I'm trying to make things right.
Right? Like meeting your ex behind my back.
It wasn't like that.
Then what was the amusement park about?
Those photos were old.
The new roller coaster in the background says otherwise. Nothing to say about that?
That was just one time.
Beginning of this year, after you proposed to me.
I can explain everything.
Explain meeting your ex at an amusement park?
It was just a friendly meetup.
While we were engaged?
Please, help me convince my parents.
Why should I?
Because they respect you.
Unlike how you respected me.
They won't even pay for our wedding now.
Wedding? You think we're still getting married?
Of course we are. I love you.
Now you love me? Not when you were with Rachel?
That meant nothing.
Like our engagement meant nothing.
I made a mistake.
Multiple mistakes, with photographic evidence.
What do you want from me?
The truth, for once.
I'm telling the truth now.
Compensation for emotional damages.
You want money? Fine.
Not just money, justice.
I'm an elite businessman. Money isn't an issue.
The company you got through Daddy's connections.
Don't threaten me.
It's not a threat, it's a promise.
What are you implying?
Wonder what they'd think about these photos.
You wouldn't dare.
Your company has a strict morality clause, right?
This is blackmail.
Weren't you the one who said pranks are better when they're over the top?
This isn't a prank anymore.
No, it's consequences.
You'll regret this.
Like how you regret meeting Rachel?
I'll fight this in court.
With what evidence? Your dating photos with Rachel?
You're destroying my life.
No, you did that all on your own. After that, Jack had to pay me compensation for emotional damages. His parents cut ties with him, and he basically got fired from the company he got into through connections. Despite having no particular talents of his own, he can't forget his previous privileged lifestyle, so he can't find a job that satisfies him. Now he's living in a cheap apartment, barely making ends meet. Rachel, heartbroken after being rejected by Jack, left town and is now living alone somewhere else. That phone call about debt? Complete lie, but I never expected things to work out this perfectly. Now they're both too busy struggling to joke around anymore. As for me, I'm enjoying single life again. I'm currently open to dating, but I'll pass on any guys who think everything's just a joke and can't take anything seriously.
So you're the one who's supposedly my brother's fiancé? What's with that lame profile pic? I mean, I heard you were old, but this is ridiculous. Don't you think you're way too beneath my brother?
Rachel, you're Tyler's sister, right?
Who else would I be?
So you are his sister. Good evening. Yes, Tyler told me about you and that we should be able to get on really well as future sisters. He seems to really care about you a lot. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone properly tomorrow. I hope you'll come to like me.
Sisters? As if. I can't believe my brother didn't even tell you about me properly. This just proves how little you two actually know each other.
No, that's not true at all. Tyler has told me a lot about you.
Oh, really? Then how about this? Didn't my brother tell you? I don't easily accept just anyone as his fiancé. You've got to pass my checks before you can marry him.
I haven't heard anything like that. He's mentioned how close you two were growing up, how you always looked out for him. I think we can get along really well since we both love Tyler so much.
Ugh, no way. I'm not going to get along with someone like you. It's official. I'm never meeting you. And hey, why are you talking to me so casually? Do you even understand your position? You should be treating me with more respect as Tyler's sister, not acting like we can be besties. It's making me sick just thinking about it.
Huh? But I'm older than you, and once I marry Tyler, you'll be my sister-in-law. If anything, shouldn't you be the one speaking more formally to me?
Age doesn't matter in our circles. Status does, and you clearly have none.
I don't understand why you're being so hostile. We haven't even met properly.
This is unbelievable. Wait, did my brother not tell you anything? Are you saying you're getting married when you barely even talk to each other? Oh, I get it. You're after Dad's political influence, aren't you? There are always gold diggers like you. I've been worried about my brother because even though he's Dad's son, he's kind of unremarkable and might end up being pushed around by some woman.
That's a terrible thing to say about your own brother. Tyler is far from unremarkable.
Oh, please, spare me your fake defense of him. You barely know him. All you know is that our dad is powerful, and Tyler has money.
Wait, hold on. That's not my intention at all. What do you mean? Tyler and I fell in love and decided to get married. I don't understand why you're saying these things.
Love, how long have you even known each other? 3 months? 6?
We've been dating for over a year now. Tyler wanted to make sure we were serious before introducing me to the family.
Then you must know, right? My dad's a state representative. My brother is going to follow in his footsteps and work like Dad in the future. We're a prestigious political family. That's why I'm saying someone like you, some awkward nobody, isn't good enough for my brother.
Your prejudice is off the charts. First of all, Tyler is a responsible person with his own beliefs. Sure, he might not be the loud and outgoing type, but that's one of the things I like about him. I think his future is his to decide, so I won't comment on that.
His future was decided the moment he was born into our family. You really don't get it, do you?
Maybe you're the one who doesn't get it. Tyler has his own dreams.
What? What do you even know about my brother? Look, I'm telling you, if you actually think my brother is such a great guy, that's all the more reason you should realize you're not good enough for him. What do you even do for work anyway?
I work as a consultant at a consulting firm.
A consultant? Really? What kind of consulting?
I specialize in business strategy and operations.
Oh, here we go. One of those people who use fancy big words to sound important. Your consulting company is probably some sketchy startup.
Our firm has been established for over 20 years. We work with major corporations.
Huh, that's nothing. You're just a loser.
Look, you were just asking what I know about your brother, but you don't know anything about me either. It really feels awful to be judged based on all these prejudices.
I don't want to hear that from someone who can't even speak properly. Know your place before you talk. If you're really a working adult, you should know how to speak respectfully.
Fine. What can I help you with today?
Now you're just being condescending. And you should have messaged me first to introduce yourself, but you didn't send a single message until now.
Tyler suggested waiting until after the formal introductions.
I heard you're coming to our house tomorrow for introductions, but you better change your mind if you know what's good for you.
It's fine. I plan to come for the introductions tomorrow. Thank you very much.
You're really pushing it. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I appreciate your concern, but I'll be there tomorrow as planned.
Your funeral. Don't expect a warm welcome.
I'll take my chances. Good night, Rachel.
Your shocked face was hilarious. I punched you because a low-class girl from a single-dad family dared to come into our house and introduce herself as my brother's fiancé.
I still can't believe you actually hit me in front of everyone.
You deserved it, walking in here like you belonged.
I can't believe you just attacked me out of nowhere. Why is being from a single-father household such a terrible thing?
Are you really that naive, or just playing dumb?
Please, explain it to me then. What exactly is wrong with having a single father?
Being from a single-dad household means your dad couldn't even remarry, right? Which means he's such a loser that no woman would choose him. He must be some nobody with no money and no status. There's no way someone raised by a man like that could turn out decent, so I was right to kick you out.
My father chose not to remarry. He focused on raising me instead.
Ha! That's what all losers say.
Stop making assumptions. My father is a respectable person. He's an amazing man who always made sure to raise me with love and care. Don't judge without knowing anything. When my father finds out I was punched for such a ridiculous reason, he's going to be furious. This won't end well for you.
Oh, now you're threatening me with your loser dad.
It's not a threat, it's a warning.
What? Are you saying your thug dad's gonna cause trouble? Whatever, doesn't matter. We're a political family. Even if you sue, we'll cover it up. It's pointless.
You seem very confident about that.
Of course I am. Do you know how many times we've handled situations like this?
So you've assaulted people before?
Not me personally, but we know how to handle problems. People like you.
Is that so? I understand. Then may I call my father? You might be surprised when this big shot shows up.
Oh, really? Go ahead. What do you mean by big shot? Is he some fat guy who heads a gang? Or maybe your dad's just some fat nobody?
We'll see about that.
My dad was laughing so hard about it, too. He said I did a great job punching you, only my brother is weirdly defending you. But Dad's probably going to hit him to knock some sense into him. You should at least realize how much trouble you've caused my brother and apologize properly.
Let me get this straight. Your father actually praised you for assaulting me?
Obviously, he knows how to handle gold diggers like you.
So your father approves of your actions and even praised you for punching me? Is that right?
That's what I've been saying. This is why I hate dealing with low-class people. You're so slow to understand.
No, I'm making sure I understand everything correctly. Your father approved of physical violence against a guest in your home?
Stop trying to make it sound so formal. You're not a guest. You're just an unwanted pest.
I understand perfectly. I'll relay this to my father then. I'll have him come right away. Thank you.
What's with that tone? You think you're so smart?
You'll find out soon enough.
I'm so sorry about earlier, Hannah. Even if it was my sister who did it, punching you with full force. Your face was red where she hit you. Were you able to treat it?
Tyler, I wasn't expecting you to message me right now.
I had to make sure you were okay. I feel terrible about what happened.
Yeah, I'm fine. But are you okay? I'm worried because earlier your sister said something about your dad hitting you too.
I appreciate your concern, really.
Tyler, please be honest with me. How bad is it?
Rachel wasn't always like this, you know.
What changed?
When we were kids, she used to protect me from Dad's anger. She'd take the blame for my mistakes.
That's hard to imagine now.
Everything changed when she started high school. Dad started grooming her to be the perfect political family daughter.
And she just accepted that?
She found out it was easier to be on Dad's side than against him. The privileges, the power.
And he would hit you because you wouldn't side with him?
Oh, that's fine. It happens all the time, but I never expected things to turn out like this. I've been wanting to distance myself from my family, but now I think I want to cut ties completely. I can't think of these twisted people as family anymore.
How long has this been going on?
As long as I can remember. Dad's always been strict about the family image.
Strict how?
Perfect grades, perfect behavior, perfect appearance. Nothing was ever good enough.
That must have been exhausting.
It was. Still is. Every decision had to benefit the family's political future.
Is that why you waited so long to introduce me?
Yes, I knew how they'd react. I was trying to protect you from all this.
You can't protect me by hiding things, Tyler.
I know, I've seen what they do to people they don't approve of.
Like what?
Remember that scandal with the opposing candidate's son last year?
The drug allegations?
They were false. My family planted that story.
Tyler.
That's why I was so scared to introduce you. I know what they're capable of. I know I probably don't have the right to say this after you got hurt because of them, because of me, but I'm going to cut ties with them properly. So, Hannah, would you still consider marrying me?
Of course. I understand well how unreasonably you've been treated at home all this time. I'm on your side, Tyler. Now that I've seen firsthand what your family is like, I want to help you even more.
You don't know how much that means to me. Most people would run away after seeing all this.
I'm not most people, and I love you, not your family.
Hannah, thank you, even after putting you through all this.
Don't blame yourself. This isn't your fault.
I should have stood up to them sooner, protected you better.
Those people are clearly abusing their power just because they think they have it, so they need to be put in their place by my dad's authority. And honestly, your sister seems to be mistaking her father's power for her own, doesn't she? When her father's power is gone, she'll finally realize how incompetent and powerless she really is.
You're planning something, aren't you?
Let's just say I have a surprise for your family.
You're right. I never really wanted to deal with them either, so I didn't stand up to my sister strongly. Even though they kept saying it was my duty to eventually take over the family position, they just spoiled my sister because she's a girl. Meeting you finally opened my eyes.
What do you really want to do, Tyler? If you could choose anything.
I've always wanted to start my own business, something completely separate from politics.
And that's what we'll do. Together.
You'd support that?
Yeah, that's right. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Just wait a little longer.
What are you gonna do?
Let's just say my father will be arriving soon, and he's going to help us set things right.
I'm so terribly sorry about earlier. I had no idea your father was the state governor. Why didn't you tell us something so important?
Oh, what happened to all that confidence from earlier?
Please, you have to understand. This is all a misunderstanding. I wouldn't have done that if I knew who your father was.
Unlike you, I'm not the type to show off. Besides, what's the point of trying to assert dominance using your parents' power? That's their power, not yours.
You're absolutely right. I was foolish and immature.
At least you can admit that much.
But if I had known, I would never have done something as stupid as hitting you. I mean, you're going to be my sister. Are you injured?
Sister? That's quite a change from earlier. What happened to not accepting a low-class girl like me?
I was wrong. So terribly wrong. Please forgive my ignorance.
My, how your attitude has changed. Finally realized your position and figured out you messed up big time? But it's too late now. I have absolutely no intention of forgiving any of you. Apologizing now won't.
Please wait. Don't say that.
Why shouldn't I? You were so proud of your family's influence earlier.
That was before I knew. I mean, we could work something out, right?
Is there a problem? Of course, this would become a huge scandal if it got out. Your father's political career probably won't last much longer.
Wait a minute. I'm the one who hit you, right? Dad didn't do anything wrong.
Trying to protect your father now? How noble.
Please, he has nothing to do with this.
But he was laughing and mocking me when I was hit. far from helping me. He even violently hit his own son when Tyler got angry at how I was being treated. I heard him screaming, "How dare you let trash from a single-father home into the house?"
That couldn't be helped. My dad has always hated single-parent families. That's why the atmosphere changed when we heard you were from one. He got really upset, so I was actually being considerate by hitting you and driving you out.
Being considerate? By assaulting me?
I know it sounds bad when you put it that way.
Is that so? Well, that doesn't make it right. You still hit me because of your father's views, and your father's dislike of single-parent families has nothing to do with me. I don't know what happened in the past, but it doesn't change the fact that I was hit despite doing nothing wrong.
That might be true, but Dad has always hated this certain governor, and he said that governor was a single parent. He said the guy was trash for using his single dad status to gain sympathy and support. So when he heard you were from a single parent home, those bad feelings came back. That's not Dad's fault, right?
The governor you're talking about, isn't that my father?
Huh? What do you mean?
Think about it carefully. The governor from a single-father household that your dad has always hated, isn't that my father? It's pretty rare to hear about single fathers around here, and I have heard from my dad about how some people support him because they sympathize with his situation as a single father.
No, that can't be.
Starting to put the pieces together.
Oh no, I don't think that's... You're reading too much into it.
But your father's face turned pale the moment he saw my dad, and he immediately dropped to his knees to apologize. You were forced to say sorry too. Honestly, it served you right.
What choices did we have? We had to do that given the circumstances.
Of course you did. After all, you yelled at and punched the state governor's daughter for being from a single-father household of all things. Your expressions and behavior the moment the tables turned were absolutely hilarious. I'm still laughing about it.
If I had known your father was the governor from the start, I would never have done this. It's your fault for not telling us.
Hey, do you not understand your position?
Huh?
Why are you still talking to me so casually? Are you acting this way knowing full well what your position is?
Oh, sorry. That's just a habit.
Because you're so used to acting high and mighty thanks to your dad, you're really comfortable looking down on people, aren't you? That's why you can talk casually to me, even though I'm older and the governor's daughter, someone who should be way above your station.
I'm really sorry. This was just a mistake, so...
Didn't you say it yourself? Understand your position and use proper language. I'm just throwing your own words right back at you.
Please forgive me. From now on, I'll properly understand my position and show you the utmost respect. Please let us get along. I'm so happy to have the governor's daughter as my sister-in-law.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I have no intention of becoming your sister-in-law.
What? But you're marrying my brother, right? Given the circumstances, our father will gladly give his blessing. After all, becoming relatives with the state governor is wonderful.
Are you kidding me? You think your position will improve again by having me join the family? No way. Look, I'm going to marry Tyler, but I'm cutting all ties with your family.
But why? If we become relatives, we could help each other. We could be powerful allies. So let's use this chance to become closer.
Suddenly you want to be allies? How convenient.
Think about it. We could be such a strong team.
Have you already forgotten what you did to me? You punched me with all your strength. My face is still red and swollen. How are you going to take responsibility if this leaves a scar?
I'm really sorry about that.
Obviously, I'll be seeking compensation. I'm also considering filing a police report, so be prepared.
What? Wait, please. That's too extreme. We're going to be family after all. Starting off like this.
I already told you, Tyler is also sick of this family. He's been told his whole life that he has to become a politician, and he's been suffering because of it. But he has no intention of becoming one.
Well, I know my brother isn't that talented, but with Dad's influence, he could still be pulled along.
Still looking down on your brother, I see.
That's not what I meant!
He doesn't want to be pulled along into something he doesn't want to do. Oh, and about my father, he's going to withdraw his support, so don't think you can keep living so comfortably anymore.
What? That's too harsh! It was just one mistake! Can't you let it slide?
The world isn't that kind. You were so proud of your dad's power like it was your own. But when that power is gone, you'll be nothing. I heard you haven't really studied or worked hard at anything. Time for you to be thrown into society and realize how useless you are, you piece of trash. Later, Rachel was kicked out of her house without a penny when her father blamed everything on her. Though her father got on his knees and tearfully begged, the governor had already decided to withdraw his support, naturally refusing any reconciliation. Bad rumors spread through town quickly, so even if he manages to run in the next election, he's definitely going to lose. Tyler and I got married and cut ties with his family, and we're living happily ever after. All's well that ends well. Chris, why did you suddenly say something like that? Do you really want to get a divorce as badly as you made it seem?
Suddenly? You think it's sudden? That's just your perspective. You really don't realize it, do you? You're the kind of person who has no clue when they're being abusive. And that is why I finally found courage to leave you.
Abusive? Me? What are you even talking about?
Don't play dumb. No, honestly, you probably don't even realize you've been abusive. But I've been suffering under your behavior for so long.
Wait a second. I admit there were times I was harsh on you. But it went both ways, and I don't think I ever did anything so bad that you could call it abusive.
That's exactly it. That's your version of the story. Even when I told you I was exhausted and barely holding on, you still demand I do chores. You didn't even wash my clothes in the laundry. You kept yelling at me to earn more money. And then you stopped cooking meals for me altogether. With treatment like that, how could I not start thinking about divorce?
What are you even saying? Hold on a minute. Yes, I guess that's how it ended up, but before it got to that point, I told you plenty of times, didn't I? I told you there was an order to the laundry and to stop randomly using the machine. But you ignored me and used it anyway, so I had to stay up late to wash the things that really needed to get done. That's why I stopped doing your laundry and told you to handle it yourself.
It's just laundry. Let me use the machine whenever I want. The fact that you try to micromanage something as basic as this is awful.
It's not micromanaging. It's about scheduling. Housework isn't something you can magically shorten. It's a huge workload every single day. While one load of laundry is running, I'm doing other tasks. Then, when it's done, I hang it up. How can you not understand this after living with me for 30 years?
Shut up. That's just because you're slow and inefficient in everything.
Slow and inefficient? How dare you say that? You don't even help with the housework, and yet I've been doing all this while holding down a job. And as for the money, I only told you to stop wasting it. If you're going to spend that much, at least earn enough to cover it first.
Stop acting like you're some kind of victim here. I'm the one who's been suffering. Rhonda, please, just let me go already. Divorce me. Living with you makes my life unbearable. I'm at my limit. If this continues, I'll end up with nothing as more than your puppet, losing all sense of myself. Let me live freely.
How selfish can you be? This isn't about control. I was trying to work with you as a partner. We've been together for 20 years. Does that mean nothing to you?
It means nothing. Actually, I hate you.
What?
I've always hated you. If I'd known what living with you would be like, I should have divorced you ages ago. I should have claimed my freedom years earlier. That way I wouldn't have wasted 30 years of my life with you.
Wasted? I see. So to you, the time we spent together was nothing but a waste. If that's how you feel, fine, but don't regret this decision.
There's no way I regret it.
Fine, in that case, let's get divorced.
What the hell was that earlier? Why were you getting picked up in a limousine?
That was, well, just something that belongs to the person who came to pick me up.
What? Are you kidding me? Their own.
Yes, it's true. It belongs to someone who has been helping me for a long time. They're actually quite wealthy and apparently own things like limousines and luxury cars.
That makes absolutely no sense. Rich people don't just go around helping ordinary nobodies like you. What are you even talking about? Seriously, is your head okay? This sounds so ridiculous I don't even know where to begin. Honestly, I panicked when I saw the limo pulling up outside. I thought for a second it might actually be something impressive. But no, of course. It's just one less petty jab at me, huh? One final stunt to try to get under my skin. You really couldn't resist, could you?
That's a pretty harsh way to put it. Do you really mean it? That there's absolutely no love or care left for me? After all, we've been living together for 30 years. Are you saying there's not even a shred of anything positive left between us?
Nope, not a single shred. Looking back on it now, those 30 years were nothing but pure hell for me. Honestly, when I think about it, it's just bad memory after bad memory. Kind of stuff I now want to revisit again. So yeah, get out of my life already. The sooner the better. Rhonda! Wow, I have to say you really came through for me this time. Seriously, I'm impressed. You actually managed to do something useful for once. Honestly, if you've been helping all along, maybe you wouldn't even be in this situation. Who knows? Maybe you wouldn't have needed to get a divorce in the first place.
What? What are you even talking about?
The housekeeper, duh. She showed up today out of nowhere, and I have to admit, I was shocked. At first, I wasn't sure what to make of it. But wow, she's a real pro. She's unbelievably efficient. Doesn't complain and gets everything done without me even needing to ask twice. It's been amazing, honestly. I don't know how I ever managed without her.
A housekeeper? I didn't send anyone to your house.
What? But she said she was here on your behalf. Well, whatever. Doesn't really matter to me. She told me everything was already paid for, so I'm not complaining. I'll just take it as your way of trying to make amends, huh? A little parting gift to smooth things over. Not bad. Good effort.
Wait a second. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious to you? And you're just going along with it without questioning anything? So, I just got a text from him about something. This wasn't you, was it?
Oh, it absolutely was me.
I knew it! What are you even thinking? What are you trying to pull here?
What do you mean, what am I thinking? I simply thought it would be a good opportunity for him to realize just how much you've done for him over the years. Don't worry, I'm not doing anything illegal. It's all legitimate. I'm providing proper housekeeping services and everything is above board. There's no need for you to stress about it, okay?
Stress? You've got to be kidding me, Lacey. How am I supposed to not stress about something like this? You do realize how terrifying you can be when you're upset, right?
Oh my, I have no idea what you could possibly mean by that.
Hey, can you get in touch with that Lacey woman? She just vanished all of a sudden.
Oh, so now it's convenient to contact me? You unilaterally divorced me, yet you only reach out when you need something. How ridiculous. I don't believe I owe you any kind of response.
Shut up! You're the one who sent her, so you're the only one I can ask. I've been trying to contact her, but she's ignoring me.
For the last time, I told you I didn't send her. Why don't you get that? Anyway, what do you need from Lacey, and what exactly do you mean by disappeared?
She just stopped coming out of nowhere. Until yesterday, she was handling all the housework and everything else for me.
Well, I guess it's time for you to start taking care of things yourself then.
Don't be ridiculous. My relatives are coming over in 5 days.
Ah, yes, the famously perfectionist parents of yours. I can see why that might be a problem.
Exactly. Can you imagine what they'll say if the house was in shambles? This is all your fault. That helper you sent did a half-baked job, and now I'm left in the lurch. You should come over here and take care of the cleaning yourself.
Excuse me? What are you even talking about? Have you lost your mind? Why would I come over to help you? And need I remind you that, according to you, I'm the woman who supposedly tormented you for 30 years with emotional abuse? Why are you even thinking about asking for my help? Isn't that completely contradictory? Normally, you wouldn't even want to speak to someone like me, let alone rely on them.
That's, not the point.
Let me guess, you told your parents that everything is perfectly fine at home even after the divorce, didn't you? Just like always, you've been putting on a facade to maintain appearances. Back when we were married, you loved playing the role of the perfect husband who could manage everything, including housework. Meanwhile, I was the one doing all the actual work.
Hey, I helped out with housework sometimes.
Oh, is that so? Then you should have no problem handling things on your own now. Don't drag me into this, although, to be honest, I doubt you'll manage. A man who couldn't even put a single sock in the laundry basket when asked repeatedly isn't exactly cut out for household chores.
Damn it, you're absolutely useless.
Coming from you, the most incompetent person I've ever known, that's a laughable thing to say.
Hey, this is getting ridiculous. You're neglecting your duties.
Well, well, Chris, calling it neglect of duty, are we? That's quite the accusation.
Finally, you decide to reply. Took you long enough. Now get back here and finish the housework already.
Why should I? My assigned responsibilities are already completed.
What the hell are you talking about?
My role was to organize Rhonda's belongings and take them out of the house. That's all. The housework I did was incidental, as keeping things tidy was necessary to complete my primary task.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you weren't even hired as a helper?
I never said I was. If you recall, I clearly explained at the beginning that I was there at Rhonda's request to sort and pack her things. I never once claimed to be a housekeeper, nor did I enter into any kind of labor contract with you. So I don't believe I owe you any explanations or assistance.
Gotta be kidding me. You have any idea how much trouble you caused me?
I believe your relatives are coming to visit soon, correct? Why not simply show them the house as it is? During my time there, I observed that you are entirely incapable of managing even basic household tasks. Why not let them see the truth?
I could handle it if someone just taught me how to do it.
Oh, is that so?
Very well, let me give you a brief lesson in household management. Let's start with laundry. Contrary to popular belief, it's not as simple as tossing everything into the washing machine and pressing a button.
What? Isn't that the whole point of having a washing machine?
Not quite. While the washing machine does handle the washing and drying processes, there's much more to it. Clothes need to be sorted by color, fabric, and type of care required. Different detergents and fabric softeners are used for different materials. Ignoring these details can ruin your clothes.
Can't I just wash everything together?
Oh no, if you do that, you risk colors bleeding, fabrics shrinking, or clothes becoming wrinkled beyond repair. And using the wrong detergent can damage the garments as well. You also need to plan the order in which you wash items, especially if you have limited time or space. Skipping these steps can cause major problems later.
This is way too complicated.
And that's just the laundry. We haven't even touched on cleaning, cooking, and the many other aspects of household management. There's a lot more to it than you realize.
If it's so much work, can't you just help me out a little? It's impossible for me to do everything all at once.
It's funny to hear that coming from someone who never even lifted a finger to help before.
What's that supposed to mean?
When Rhonda asked you to help with small tasks like putting your dirty socks in the laundry basket, it was a reasonable and simple request. Yet you refused and dismissed her entirely. You even called her nagging a form of emotional abuse. And now you expect me to step in and help you with housework? Isn't that the same thing you criticized Rhonda for?
No! Housework is supposed to be a woman's responsibility. I'm just not good at this sort of thing.
You were the one who said you could handle it if someone explained it to you, weren't you? Well, I've explained the basics. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
Wait a second. You can't just leave it like this. I still don't understand everything.
Let me clarify one more thing. Household management is about consistency and planning. It's not about doing everything perfectly right away. Start small.
Start small? Like what?
Begin with one room. Clear the clutter. Make a checklist if you have to. Dust the surfaces, vacuum or sweep the floors. Don't overthink it.
What about the kitchen? It's a mess.
The kitchen is critical. Start by washing all the dishes. If you've been leaving them in the sink, soak the tough stains. Then wipe down the counters and stove. A clean kitchen is essential if you plan to cook.
Cook? I've been ordering takeout.
How's that working out for you?
Expensive and the portions are tiny.
Then learn to cook. Start simple. Scrambled eggs, sandwiches, maybe some pasta. You don't need to be a chef overnight.
This all sounds exhausting.
It is, but it's necessary. Welcome to the real world. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got things to do. Good luck, Chris.
Wait, don't go just yet. I really need help. Can't you just come back, please? Damn it! Because of you, I ended up in a huge embarrassment. What are you going to do about this? This is all your fault. I can't believe you're sitting there while I'm suffering because of your actions. I can't even show my face to anyone anymore because of you. How are you going to fix this? How can you even look me in the eye after what you've done to me?
Embarrassment? What exactly are you talking about? What happened? Did someone say something to you?
My parents, for one, said they knew this would happen with you. They were all saying that we could see this coming from a mile away, and they didn't hold back when they were running their mouths. They said whatever they wanted and none of it was good. They went on and on about how they always thought that this would happen. And then my brother and sister. Can you believe this? They brought their kids over, and the first thing that they said was how dirty and messy the house was. My kids were so embarrassed. Even my nieces and nephews started making fun of me, saying they needed to clean up and organize the room. It was humiliating. You know what? It's all your fault. You never bothered to teach me anything about housework before you decided to leave. You'd just taken the time to show me, none of this would have happened.
Hold on a minute. I did teach you how to do housework. You forgotten all the lessons I gave you?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I taught you everything you needed to know. I showed you how to use the washing machine, how to clean the house properly, everything. But you didn't listen. You were too busy thinking that you could figure it all out on your own without asking me. You thought it would be easy, that you could just do it if you tried hard enough. But you didn't, did you? You didn't take it seriously, and now you're paying the price for it. This mess is entirely your fault.
You're absolutely kidding me. You're saying it's all my fault when you didn't even teach me the right way? You really think that? You seriously expect me to believe that this is all on me? If you'd just taken the time to explain everything properly, I wouldn't be in this situation.
I'm not kidding you. It's the truth. I did teach you, but you were too stubborn to listen. You thought you could do everything on your own, and look at where that got you. Don't you dare blame me for your laziness. The fact that you never learned anything isn't my fault, it's yours. And don't even start talking about me being the problem. You're the one who wanted a divorce, not me. You're the one who decided to break this family apart. So don't come crying to me now, pretending like I'm the villain. You have no right to do that.
Shut up! You're always talking like you know everything. I hate people who act so high and mighty, like they're always right. You've been nagging me nonstop ever since we got married. It wasn't like this before. When we were dating, you were calm and collected. Once we got married, you started showing your true colors. Started acting like I couldn't do anything without your constant supervision. Do you even realize how suffocating that was? I feel like I've been tricked into this whole thing. I'm the real victim here, and you're just making it worse.
You're really just going to keep acting like you've been wronged, aren't you? You've been playing the victim for so long, but I'm done with it. You keep pretending like everything is everyone else's fault, but the truth is, this whole mess was caused by your own actions. It's pathetic to watch, really. You know what? Looking back, spending 30 years with you was the biggest mistake I've ever made. It really was.
Damn it! What the hell did you do to me? Now because of you, I've lost everything. I can't even keep my job at the company anymore. I've been completely ruined, all because of the things you said. You were just supposed to be a maid. How'd you even manage to do something like that?
Oh, Chris, it looks like the situation was handled properly, and I'm glad to see that action was taken. It's a relief to know that everything's been dealt with.
You've ruined my life. Now people at the company are saying that I'm a sexist, that I'm some kind of misogynistic monster, all because of what you told them. You have any idea how bad this is for me? Can't even walk into the office without being judged. You've turned my life into a complete nightmare.
Well, isn't that the truth? I made sure to let your company executives know exactly what was going on, so I'm not surprised.
What do you mean by that? How'd you even do something like this? Why couldn't you just have stayed out of it?
Well, you see, I happen to be a major shareholder in the company.
What? Major shareholder? What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't Rhonda explain that I'm wealthy? I even arrived in a limousine to pick you up, but you never seemed to understand what was really going on.
Wait, was all that true?
Yes, it's absolutely true. I understand it's hard for you to believe that someone wealthy would work as a maid, but let me explain. I was originally an investor and made my living through stocks. I had a family, husband, children, but I lost them all in an accident. It was a devastating time in my life.
Why would someone like you be doing something like this? Why would you ever choose to work as a maid when you could live off your wealth?
Well, my family died in a car accident and I was left all alone. The house felt so empty and depressing that I couldn't stay in it any longer. I didn't know what to do with myself. I needed to do something, anything, to get myself out of this depression. I randomly found a housekeeping service online and thought, why not? Maybe I could help someone else while also keeping myself busy. That's when I met Rhonda.
You met Rhonda?
Yes, Rhonda had just lost her mother and her father was always busy and hardly ever home. She was left all alone, crying over the death of her mother. I saw myself in her. I couldn't stand seeing her like that, so I made it my mission to make sure she didn't have to feel that loneliness. I've treated Rhonda like my own daughter. She means that much to me. So when you hurt her, it's unforgivable. What you did was completely unacceptable.
But why? Why would you go so far for someone else's kid?
Rhonda had been struggling in her marriage for a long time. Her husband wasn't pulling his weight around the house, and he seemed to have little respect for the household duties. She was trying so hard to make things work, to keep her family together. But even when things became unbearable, she didn't want to choose divorce. She loved him, and she wanted to stay married to him. She was willing to make things work, even when it was hard. But in the end, things fell apart, and she had no choice.
You're talking like she's innocent in all of this. But I was the one who had to deal for nonsense, too.
Did you even understand what you were getting into when you got married? Did you go into it with any kind of serious commitment? You were strangers before you got married. There's no way everything could go perfectly. Marriage is about compromise, understanding, and working things out together. But you never tried to meet her halfway. You expected her to change while you stayed exactly the same. That's the problem.
But why the hell did you report me to the company? Why make it public? It was a private issue between a husband and wife.
Because someone who thinks they are the only victim and tries to destroy others for their own benefit will cause harm to the company. People like that are usually already disliked in the workplace long before they're called out. And you've been pushed to the edge, haven't you? That's why you're stuck in the corner of the office, getting gossiped about. Everyone believed my report, and that's the proof.
Damn it! Why is this happening to me? I haven't done anything wrong. Why is everyone blaming me? Rhonda, please stop being upset and come back home. I know we've had our misunderstandings, and things have been tough lately. This doesn't have to be the end. I feel so lonely now. I just can't bring myself to believe that it's truly over. After 20 years of us building something together, is it really that fragile? Can everything we worked for just fall apart over something so small? Was it really that easy to break? Was everything that we had just an illusion? Please, Rhonda, just listen to me. Talk to me. This can't be the end of everything we built, everything we shared. Been through so much together. How can we just throw it all away? You know, when we first met, everything felt so perfect. It was like we could conquer anything together. There was so much promise in our future, in our dreams, that we had a lifetime ahead of us. But now, it's like I don't even recognize you anymore. You've changed in ways I can't understand, and you don't know how painful it's been for me. I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I'm truly sorry for them. I can't lose you. Please, Rhonda, don't let it end like this. I can't bear the thought of living the rest of my life with this kind of regret. Please come back.
It's interesting though, isn't it? The way you've started sending these messages. You've always been so careful with your words, so measured in how you communicate. But now, just like anyone who's been backed into a corner, you've turned into someone else. You're trying to play the Romeo now, using words to fix things, just like all the other men who try to salvage relationships when it's already too late.
No, this isn't about trying to play games. I'm truly sorry, Rhonda. I regret everything. My feelings are real. I'm not using this as a way to manipulate the situation.
You're trying to make me believe that, but I see through it. I see exactly what you're doing. You've been mocked by your family, you've been rejected by your coworkers, and now you're looking for someone, anyone, to understand you. You come crawling back, hoping I'll be the one to save you from the mess you've made. But it's too late for that. You can't just expect me to be the person you run to when things go wrong. You've pushed me to the edge. No one will accept you the way you want them to, not anymore. Everyone can see the truth of what's been happening between us. No one cares about you like they did before.
That's not true. You can't say that. You know what we've been through. 30 years, Rhonda. 30 years of building a life together. You can't just throw that away.
For 30 years, I've been the one carrying the burden. Forget that. It hasn't been a one-sided effort. Marriage isn't something that should be treated lightly or discarded. I stayed year after year because I was committed. I gave everything I had to this relationship. But now, I can't keep going. I've reached my breaking point. This can't continue. You pushed us here, Chris. You made the choice, and now you need to take full responsibility for what's happened.
Responsibility? What do you mean by that?
I'm filing for alimony, and I'm filing for emotional abuse.
What? Alimony? Why would you do that now? After everything we've been through?
You're the one who decided to end our marriage. You're the one who kicked me out of our home. And you think I'm just supposed to walk away from everything? I've been keeping track of everything. Everything you've said. Everything you've done. I honestly didn't want it to come to this, but I've been writing it all down. Every emotional manipulation, every insult, every argument. It's all there, right alongside the good memories we shared. You can't just erase that. You can't make me forget it.
No way. You can't be serious. You're not really doing this. Are you really going to turn your back on me like this? After all these years, after everything we've been through?
Feel sorry for you? You honestly think I should feel sorry for you? After everything you've done?
Yes, that's exactly what I thought you'd say.
But the truth is, no one feels sorry for you, Chris. Your family is ashamed of you. Your coworkers are talking about you behind your back. No one is standing by you, not like they used to. Everyone can see through it.
That's not true. You don't know that.
Yes, it is true. It's obvious to everyone but you that this is your fault. The emotional abuse, the manipulation, the way you've treated me, it all came from you. You need to wake up and face the truth. No one feels sorry for you. Not a single person. And the only one who refuses to see that, the only one still in denial, is you. Lacey, I don't know how to thank you. You even covered the lawyer's fees. When everything settles, I'll make sure to pay you back.
It's nothing really. If rich people don't spend their money, the economy won't grow, will it? But more than that, I care deeply about you. I wanted to help you move forward without any lingering resentment.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I've never had anyone like you to rely on. My relationship with my dad is complicated, and my mom isn't around anymore. I've always been on my own, in a way.
Well, I can't replace your mother, but I'm so glad I could be someone close to you, someone who cared for you like family.
Actually, there's something I've been meaning to ask. Would you consider living with me?
With you?
Yes, I've been thinking about it a lot. I want to repay you for everything you've done for me. I know you're not my mother, but to me, you're more important than that. When I was a child, I didn't have to face loneliness because of you. Now, I don't want you to be alone. I know I won't be able to match your income, but...
Rhonda, thank you. That means so much to me, to think we could live together again.
What a wonderful proposal. I had always thought that I would just spend my old age quietly by myself, but now it seems like there's so much more to look forward to. Wait, don't say old age. I still want to spend so much more time with you. I don't want to think of it like that.
Rhonda, are you sure about this? I don't want you to feel like you're doing this out of pity for me. I want you to know that whatever you decide, it's because you want it, not because you feel obligated.
No, it's not pity, Lacey. It's about love. I love you, and I want you to feel the same way I do. I don't want you to feel alone or abandoned. You've been there for me when I needed it, and now I want to return the favor. I want to be there for you too.
But what if it's hard for you? What if it gets difficult and you start to regret your decision? I don't want to be the cause of your unhappiness.
I'm sure of this, Lacey. I know we'll face challenges, but we've faced hard times before, right? And we've always made it through. I believe in us, and I believe we can make this work. Let's give it a try.
Are you certain?
Yes, I am. I want to do this. I want us to be together, and I want you to feel loved and appreciated. I want to help you. We're family now, and family doesn't leave each other behind.
Rhonda, I can't tell you how much this means to me. I've been so alone, so isolated in recent years, but now with you, I feel like I finally have a chance to make things right. I'm not sure what the future holds, but I know that with you by my side, I'm not afraid of it anymore.
You won't be alone, I promise. We'll face whatever comes together. Chris found himself buried in debt, a direct result of the alimony payments he was required to make following our divorce. The weight of these financial obligations was not something he had anticipated when the divorce was finalized, and it became an overwhelming burden that he struggled to bear. This wasn't surprising, though, considering that his income had always been modest at best. There was never much room for savings in his life, and the little he had accumulated over the years was hardly enough to sustain him, let alone cover the financial demands of the divorce settlement. During our marriage, I had always been the one to handle the finances. I took care of everything, from paying the bills on time to managing household expenses. Chris, on the other hand, never really engaged in the financial side of things. He was content to leave all those decisions up to me, trusting that I knew what was best for both of us. Looking back, I can see now that this wasn't the healthiest way to approach things, especially in a marriage where shared responsibilities should have been the norm. However, at the time, I believed it was simply how things worked, and it became our routine. The problem, though, was that Chris never truly learned how to manage money on his own. He wasn't involved in the planning or the budgeting, and when things went south, there was no foundation in place for him to fall back on. The aftermath of our divorce was a harsh reality check for Chris. The alimony payments he was required to make were far more than his income could cover. With no savings to speak of and no experience managing his finances, he turned to credit to make ends meet. But using credit only provided temporary relief, and it didn't take long for him to realize that his situation was spiraling out of control. Chris had always lived paycheck to paycheck, but now, with this added burden, he was sinking deeper into debt. The stress of keeping up with the payments took its toll on him, and he found himself trapped in a cycle of financial insecurity. As his debt grew, so did his anxiety, and it wasn't just about the money anymore. It was the constant worry of what would happen if he couldn't keep up with the payments. Would creditors come after him? Would he lose everything? Looking at Chris's situation, it was clear that he had never truly understood the importance of financial planning. He was the type of person who lived in the moment, always focused on his immediate desires rather than thinking about the future. This mentality works for a while, but eventually, life throws curveballs, and without a financial cushion or any foresight, things can quickly unravel. Chris's spending habits had always been reckless, driven by impulse rather than thoughtful consideration. He wasn't someone who set aside money for a rainy day, and his lack of financial literacy only worsened the situation. When we were together, I had been the one to manage everything, but after the divorce, he was left to figure it out on his own. And unfortunately, he didn't have the tools or knowledge to do so. As I reflect on everything that led to this point, I can't help but think that Chris's isolation was, in many ways, self-inflicted. His failure to invest in relationships outside of our marriage was something that came back to haunt him. While I had always been someone who valued close friendships and family bonds, Chris didn't put much effort into cultivating meaningful connections with others. His friendships were shallow, and his relationships with his family were strained at best. He never made time for anyone other than himself, and that lack of effort left him alone when things started to fall apart. His isolation mirrored his financial struggles. Both were the result of his inability to think beyond his own immediate needs. And now, as he faces the consequences of his actions, he finds himself with no one to turn to for support. The loneliness he now experiences is a direct reflection of the choices he made throughout his life, and it's hard not to see that he brought it upon himself. As for me, I was determined not to let Chris's problems define my life anymore. I had spent enough time feeling weighed down by the past, and I wasn't going to let his financial mess continue to impact me. I wanted to move forward, to create a life that was more fulfilling and centered on my own happiness. It was time to embrace a new chapter. That's when I made the decision to move in with Maggie. We had been friends for a while, and our relationship had grown into something deeper. Living together was a natural next step, and I couldn't have been more excited about the change. It was a fresh start, a way to leave the past behind and build something new. Living with Maggie has been a transformative experience. The dynamic is completely different from what I had with Chris. For years, I had carried the weight of all the responsibilities in our household. I was the one who made sure bills were paid on time, that our home was kept in order, and that everything ran smoothly. Chris, for the most part, wasn't involved in any of that. He was content to let me handle everything while he focused on his own interests. It was a lonely existence for me. I often felt overwhelmed by the amount of work that needed to be done, and there was little appreciation for all the effort I put into keeping things together. But living with Maggie has changed all of that. We share the responsibilities now, and it feels like a partnership in the truest sense of the word. We cook together, clean together, and take on the challenges of daily life as a team. The difference between my time with Chris and my life with Maggie is stark. With Chris, I always felt like I was doing everything on my own. There was no sense of equality in our relationship, no shared burden. But with Maggie, it's a completely different experience. She's an active participant in our household, and it's such a relief to have someone who understands and values the importance of partnership. We support each other emotionally and practically, and there's a sense of camaraderie that I never experienced with Chris. It's a beautiful thing to have someone who is equally invested in the well-being of the household and our relationship. In many ways, my life with Maggie has been a healing experience. I no longer feel like I'm carrying everything on my shoulders. Instead, we share the load, and the burden is so much lighter. It's not just about the physical tasks, it's the emotional support that makes all the difference. We talk about our dreams, our hopes, and our frustrations. We laugh together, and we offer each other reassurance during tough times. I never realized how much I needed that kind of emotional connection until I experienced it with Maggie. It's the kind of support I had been longing for, but never had with Chris. While I am happier than I've ever been, I can't help but wonder what the future holds for Chris. His financial struggles are just one part of the problem. There's a much deeper issue at play. For years, Chris lived a life focused on his own desires and needs, with little regard for the people around him. He's left to face the consequences of that self-centeredness, and it's unclear whether he has the capacity to change. He has spent so many years living with a narrow view of the world, and it's hard to imagine him making the necessary shifts to truly change his life. His isolation, both financially and personally, is a result of his own choices. While I feel sympathy for his current predicament, it's difficult to overlook the fact that he brought this upon himself. I've learned a lot throughout this journey, particularly about my own worth. I've come to realize that I deserve a partner who shares the load with me, someone who values the things that truly matter. I've learned that it's okay to let go of people who no longer contribute positively to your life. I've learned that happiness doesn't come from financial stability or material wealth. It comes from the relationships we build and the love we share with those who truly care about us. Living with Maggie has shown me that happiness is possible, even after experiencing pain and disappointment. It's a reminder that life's greatest rewards come from the connections we make with others and the love we give and receive. For the first time in a long time, I feel truly content. And while Chris may continue to struggle with his own choices, I have found a new sense of peace, independence, and belonging. I no longer feel burdened by responsibilities that I once carried alone. Instead, I feel supported, loved, and at ease with the path I'm walking. This new chapter in my life has been more transformative than I ever expected. Living with Maggie has opened my eyes to the many layers of happiness I had long overlooked. It's about the little moments of connection, shared laughter, quiet conversations, and the reassurance that we are in this together. I no longer feel weighed down by the expectations that once consumed me. I am free to be who I truly am, and that freedom has given me the strength to look forward to the future with hope and excitement.